You wake up before sunrise. The room is warm. A cicada buzzes outside. Through the paper window, the first light slips into the house. Your wife is already awake. Someone down the street is sweeping the road. A bicycle rattles past. It feels like the beginning of an ordinary summer day, and that's exactly why it's so terrifying. You still believe you'll be alive tomorrow. Stay with me, because you're about to spend 24 hours inside one of the most important days in human history. The city wakes slowly. Shopkeepers raise wooden shutters. Children prepare for school. Workers move toward factories and offices. The Oda River reflects the morning sun. Hiroshima is busy, but compared to cities like Tokyo or Osaka, it feels calmer. The war has touched every family. Food is rationed. Many young men are gone. Air raid drills are common, but Hiroshima has been spared the destruction seen elsewhere. Some people even wonder why. The city still stands. Most of the buildings remain. Life continues, and because life continues, people stop expecting disaster. That is human nature. You cannot stay afraid forever. By 7 in the morning, the streets are alive. Streetcars roll through the city. Cyclists weave around pedestrians. Women carry baskets. Children laugh on their way to school. A soldier on leave hurries toward the train station. A clerk checks his watch. An elderly shopkeeper arranges goods outside her store. Thousands of tiny, ordinary moments, the kind history usually ignores. But today, those moments matter, because many of them are happening for the last time. Around 8 o'clock, the sky is clear. Beautifully clear. Not a cloud in sight. That feels like good news. Bad weather means problems. Good weather means opportunity. At least that is what people think. You look up and notice aircraft. That is not unusual anymore. American planes have crossed Japanese skies before. Sometimes they pass without incident. Sometimes alarms sound. Sometimes nothing happens at all. People have learned to continue with their day. You do the same, because stopping every time you hear an airplane would mean never living. At 8:15 in the morning, the world ends. There is no warning, no countdown, no time to understand. Only light, a flash so bright it feels impossible. Brighter than the sun, brighter than anything your eyes have ever seen. For a fraction of a second, shadows burn into walls. People disappear inside white fire. The city becomes light, then comes the heat. Your skin feels like it is touching a furnace. Clothes ignite, wood bursts into flame, glass explodes inward, windows become weapons. The air itself seems to catch fire. Then comes the force. The shockwave slams into the city. Buildings collapse. Roofs vanish. Walls break apart. You are thrown across the ground. The sound arrives after everything else. A roar so enormous it feels like the sky has cracked open. When you finally open your eyes, Hiroshima is gone. Not damaged. Gone. The streets you knew no longer exist. The landmarks are gone. The houses are gone. People stumble through dust and smoke, unable to understand what happened. Many cannot see. Many cannot hear. Many are burned so badly that their own families would not recognize them. Some walk silently. Some scream. Some never rise again. You try to stand. The city around you looks like another planet. By mid-morning, survivors begin searching. For parents, for children, for friends, for anyone. The problem is that nobody knows where to look. Entire neighborhoods have vanished. Roads are blocked. Bridges are crowded with injured people. Hospitals are destroyed. Doctors are dead. Nurses are missing. The people who could help are often victims themselves. You see a man carrying a child, a woman calling a name over and over, an elderly couple sitting in silence beside rubble that was once their home. Everyone is searching. Nobody has answers. By noon, fires have joined together. Small blazes become walls of flame. Heat pushes people toward rivers. Thousands gather along the water. Some jump in. Some drink desperately. Some collapse at the edge. The city smells of smoke, burning wood, dust, and something far worse. You realize survival is no longer about finding food or shelter. It is about making it through the next hour. The afternoon becomes a nightmare. Burned survivors continue arriving from every direction. Their skin hangs from their arms. Their clothing has fused to their bodies. Many ask for water. Many beg for help. Most receive neither. Not because people do not care, because there is simply too much suffering, too much destruction, too many wounded. No city on earth was prepared for this. As evening approaches, a strange rain begins falling. Black drops splash onto roads, rooftops, and skin. People lift their faces toward the sky. Water means relief. Water means survival. Many drink it. Nobody understands what is inside it. The war has introduced a new kind of danger. One that cannot be seen. One that will keep killing long after the fires die. Night falls. The darkness feels wrong. The city has lost its shape. Landmarks have disappeared. Entire districts are burning. The horizon glows red. Thousands of survivors sleep wherever they can. Schools, riverbanks, open fields, ruined buildings. Many spend the night calling for family members who will never answer. Others stare into the darkness, unable to process what happened. How could anyone? A single morning destroyed a city. A single flash changed the world. Then dawn returns. The second sunrise, 24 hours after waking up, Hiroshima no longer feels like the same place. Smoke still rises, fires still burn. The wounded still search for help. The dead remain where they fell. People begin understanding that this was not an ordinary bombing, not an ordinary weapon, not an ordinary disaster. History has entered a new age, and nobody knows what comes next. That is the part many people forget. The people of Hiroshima did not know they were living through a moment that would change the world. They were shopkeepers, students, mothers, workers, teachers, children, ordinary people who woke up expecting another summer day. You came here expecting a story about a bomb. Instead, you found a story about how fragile normal life can be. One morning, you are planning tomorrow. A few seconds later, tomorrow no longer exists. And that is why Hiroshima still matters. Not because it was the first atomic bomb, because it reminds us how quickly an ordinary day can become history. If this journey changed how you see the past, like and subscribe, because the next 24 hours in history may be even harder to survive.